Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How's your life? Hopefully everybody is healthy and happy today. So I am Suhartatik and my friends Liana Nalabaya and also Ilma Nuril F. Today we are going to discuss about variation of translation techniques and strategies. So, translation strategies is a ways that we can use for translating one word or group of words that we call as phrase or even sentences. Literally, translation strategy is translation procedures. Here we have translation strategies are divided into three types based on observation and readings. So for the first type is structural strategy, for the second is semantic strategy, and for the last is pragmatic strategy. So for the first type of translation strategy, it is structural strategy. This strategy is regarding or related to the structure of the text. Well, structural strategy contains four techniques in translation. So here we have addition, subtraction, transposition, and modulation. Transposition, can be used for changing plural form into singular, the position of adjective, even the whole structure of sentences. We will discuss it more complex in other slide later. So here we also have modulation. So this technique is translating source language by taking a different point of view from the writer of the source language. It is a strategy of translating phrases, clauses, and also sentences. Of course, we also will discuss it in other slide later. So for the first type of structural strategy, it is addition. Addition, it means adding certain words to the target in other words to comply or to complete with the grammatical rule of target language. Here we have an example for source language, kamu cantik. So here we translate it to you are beautiful. This is our actually there is nothing, but we add this word to comply with the grammatical rule of the target language. So for the next, we have subtraction. Subtraction means reducing some grammatical elements of the source language in order to comply with the grammatical rule of the target language. It is the opposite with previous techniques, addition. So here we have an example, I am a student. So we translate it into saya murid. So here we add the word am, a in source language to comply with the grammatical rule of the target language.
Okay, next is semantic strategies. So semantic strategies are translation strategies related with the meaning. So semantic translation means that the central concern of the translation is to convey the meaning of the phrase and sentence. This could be paraphrase or literal depending on what is the balance of the translator aims for. Then for semantic strategies are divided into 6 strategies. They are borrowing, cultural equivalent, descriptive equivalent, synonym, official translation, and reduction and expansion. The first semantic strategy is borrowing. So I want to give you a little bit definition of borrowing. So borrowing is a translation strategy whereby the translator uses a word or expression from source language in the target language. This strategy will be explained more on the next materials is about the technique of translation, because the strategy of borrowing is also included on the technique of translation. Next is cultural equivalent. So in this strategy, the translator translates the source language cultural word with the target language cultural word. As the example, the Indonesia word of Jaksa Agung is translated as Attorney General in English and not Great Attorney. And then another example is the Indonesia word of si brengsek is translated as son of a bitch in English and not means anak anjing. So the translation uses are limited since they are not accurate, but they can be used in general text, publicity, and propaganda, as well as for brief explanation to readers who are ignorant of the relevant search language culture.